Great vibes, great people, great conversation. Welcome to FK Sessions with Alistair and Trav.
Chocolate. Welcome.
What's up, everyone? FK Sessions Volume
3.
3.
We're back again.
All right.
Special guest.
We got Tareke.
How we doing?
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
And Choc.
Nice. And
Choc,
Choc's,
yeah.
Choc's
Again.
here as a guest. Damn.
Warmed up to me now.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
New addition. The Neon is here. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I like it. I reckon it's good. I reckon it's real good. Hopefully everyone can see it all right.
Yeah.
It's really like brightening the vibe in here.
It has, literally.
I
Now,
love it.
tradition is we get the scotch. Oh, I didn't bring ice cubes. And you don't have
no.
ice.
Oh,
It's the
no.
one thing I didn't pack either.
Yeah,
I was
drains
going.
my life. Tariq's not going to have a drink
we just
as he's
have
on the
like
bike. But he did bring us something else instead.
He did, so check these out. We're
We'll
very
get
lucky.
into it a bit more
We're
later.
very lucky, we will, but brought us a few little gifts here.
Yeah, get them up nice and close.
Is that Super Zoom?
Get it in there. Hopefully you can see a little bit of gold. I think I put it in there. I don't even know if it's gold. It's gold in my
That's
eyes.
not yours, Choc.
Nice little coasters for us. Thanks, Tareke.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Has the green to match the vibe. Love it.
Does. Love it.
Who would have known? Feel free to use it. Go for it. They're
Oh,
made to
yeah.
be used. Yeah. Fresh off the
Hey,
press today.
chuck it under here.
Yeah.
mate.
Excuse me, chocolate.
Chocolate.
I'd like to sit there. Up, down.
Go on.
Thank you.
It's not your show.
You can tell it's unrehearsed because it's just dogs taking it.
That's all right.
So, Tareke, thanks for coming, man. Thanks for
for having me,
taking
yeah.
the time out.
It's all good.
You're a busy man.
I am busy, especially now that COVID's disappeared. So,
Yeah.
running the gym and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
times are crazy now and everything's getting super chaotic coming into winter as well, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Full
So
on.
we did talk about Nemesis, which is your gym,
Yes.
on the last podcast
Yep.
with Shanae.
Yep.
I need to ask,
Yep.
because I had about 15 people say that you need to come on.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
What happened? Someone
yeah.
worded someone up.
Well, yeah. Well, I got sent a link and I was like, oh, cool, got a mention. And I was watching it and I was like, no, we didn't. And I was watching the whole thing, whatever. And then saw it and I was like, oh, cool. Thanks, Sinead. Come down. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Seen her drive past the other day. I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah.
Other people were like, obviously watching. I think there's been a few other podcasts that I listened to as well, not just locally, about like some CrossFit things getting mentioned and stuff. So
Yeah.
then when they mentioned that, and I think just getting people a general idea of what we do there, that we're not as scary as what it may seem.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said to Shanae when we had her on, that I haven't been to Nemesis because cardio just doesn't suit me.
I'm not even sure how to spell it.
But I was saying how it is such a family vibe that it seems like you guys have, and it's a cool little crew that you have happening. Everyone gets around each other a lot, I've heard, and obviously that shows it when you have 12 of the people that obviously train
cool.
with you.
Yeah.
Hit us up and say.
I was just figuring you
get
made
it on.
a heap of fake accounts. Just fake names.
Oh man,
and just-
imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah, a heap of handles,
Yeah.
Insta handles, and just
All right,
getting on
I'll
there.
keep that in the bank for next time. Yeah.
Yeah, so there obviously is this this weird culty like fear, as you said,
It's a
around
stigma, for sure.
Yeah, and
Um,
it's interesting seeing people like Luke McCluskey, who I know who was a big just pushing
Yeah.
weights, and
Yeah.
now he loves
Yeah, yeah.
CrossFit.
It's literally like you hear about it all the time. Like, how do you know what CrossFit is? I think that's what you said last time. Was good. Like, how do you know what CrossFit does? CrossFit, they'll tell you.
Yeah,
you know?
like vegans.
But like I guess it's one of those things that people don't realize they even do CrossFit. Like, I think that there's such a misconception because they don't actually know what it is. Because it's like, as a definition, it's functional fitness at high intensity and all that sort of stuff, like constantly varied. That's its definition. But CrossFit's also a sport. So like, I think people get mixed up. They Google CrossFit and they see Tia. So Aussie chick who's like the most dominant female champion. Like,
Have you
jacked,
watched any of the videos?
CrossFit videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously when CrossFit started blowing up, I checked on it. Like, I didn't even I'd seen CrossFit, but I didn't know it was like CrossFit like back in the day.
I've seen some events and I'm tired watching it though.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
Yeah.
massive,
They are.
Yeah, and that's the thing I think
Right
as well. Like, I guess just say you're going to go sign up to a Globo, so like a 24-hour gym. Generally, if you like search it, that gym will have probably videos. Just like if you search Nemesis, you'll see our videos. Yeah. And then what people do is instead of that, they go CrossFit, then pulls up all the games athletes who are think of like an Olympic swimmer. Like if you go swim at Aquamoves, you don't Google like Olympic swimmer. How do I become one of those?
Correct.
Like, see all that. So I think that's probably the hardest misconception because, like I was saying, CrossFit is a sport totally different. Like if you want to be an athlete, you train totally different to how like an everyday person would train.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think that's like I said, one of the big misconceptions. They expect to have to be super strong, super lean, have to be good at absolutely everything. And that's why with our social media, I try not to like do a lot of that in our content, like and like film all the athletes or the guys who want to compete because they're not everyday people necessarily. Right. Like they're choosing that as their sport, just like
it can be intimidating.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you're going to play football, you're not going there to expect to play AFL. Like you just want to go have a good time.
Correct.
Especially some running around in a KDAFL too.
So
let's be fair.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing, and that's generally the response we get back when people try it. Like, and that's just my biggest tip to anybody is just try anything. Like, it's no different to going to the gym or like trying a new sport. Yeah. You try it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Like, and that's very much our mentality too. Like, I'm not trying to force people to do CrossFit. Like, so you look at our social media. There's never a plug to be like, oh, sign up now for this discount. Like, if you want to come do it, come do it. And if you want to do it, like I'm like I'm a very bad businessman because I don't push like the set. I want you to come here and enjoy it. Like that's the main thing, and that's what I mean. Until you experience it, like I said, definitely old school CrossFit like was very like dark, grungy. Had this like little gym, and that's why they call it a box because I was so small, dark, grungy. Right. People run on the walls, like. Yeah. It's not like that anymore.
Yours is a big, open, like vibe.
We built it that way.
There's a couch and stuff. It's those vibes.
So where are you located for everyone?
So we are at 13A Callister Street, which was Giggle and Wriggle, I believe it used to be, like a kids' play centre.
Oh
yeah. That was closed for a fair while, but
next to Burson's.
Down that street. So like we get a lot of people that come in. They're like, oh, I remember coming here for my like 10th birthday and stuff. I'm like, cool. Like, I hated the place because when we took it over, it was still painted all like the funky colours. Had a big caterpillar on the wall. So
should have left the caterpillar.
People said that, but then when they actually saw it in person, they're like, that was pretty cool. With that. So
there's some that'd have to be some of the, like the crazy CrossFitters would have to be some of the fittest, strongest. Like as an all-rounder.
Oh, for sure.
You see dudes that are like huge, but they're doing like the sprints and the like
doing
stuff that you would think they just bench press. You know.
Or as well, I think.
But they're just massive.
As well, that's the whole thing, and I think that's what's kind of cool about it. So the director of the games, Dave Castro, is cockiest prick ever, but he's basically claiming this as well. Like, if you think you're fitter than X and Y, come and prove it. Do the open. So everything, if you compete. Even how I program, it's quantifiable data. So we do like 400-meter runs, right? You take a minute 30, I take a minute 50, you take 2 minutes, okay? Alistair's,
I'm quick now.
Right. Based on that, Alistair's theoretically fitter than us, right? Then you spread that across the different fields of what we're doing, then you get that as a whole. And then you see fitness, and then same as like
that's cool. That's cool.
In regards to the games, like I said, you'll have guys who do weightlifting. Like I'd smash the games. Like I'd go there, I'd do all. Do it, and that's like what I like about like Dave, and I sort of I guess I get that little bit of approach of just in the sense of like if you think it'd be awesome, come do it. Like I mean, if it's so easy, like everyone pulls a piss out of us, like doing pull-ups and all this sort of stuff in a funky way. It's like there's still skill to that. Like if you
100%,
I would knock my teeth out. I'd knock my teeth out.
Yeah, and like people are like, oh, you look like a seal of water. It's like, yeah, we do. Like it's not pretty, but you got to remember some of us who are training to compete. Try and do it as fast as you can. Like that's the goal, right? Doesn't mean we aren't still doing strict pull-ups and all that sort of stuff. And I think, like I said, people do CrossFit without even knowing. It's like I said, it's functional movement. So all your deadlifts, all your push-ups, pull-ups, all that sort of stuff, just at a high intensity. You might not necessarily do a high intensity, but you're still kind of doing it.
Normal gym people are still doing it in a way.
But then, I think as well, I've got a bit of a bad rap because it produces like devastating results, like crazy fitness. You look awesome, and it's super addictive. Like it's so rare that you can have a conversation with someone. That's why it's quite hard having a conversation with someone who doesn't do CrossFit. Then you come across crazy because it's like, oh man, like I have to sprint 400 meters, and someone's like, why would you? What? No way. I'd rather go to the gym. I'll go on elliptical for 20 minutes. Workout done. You know, and it's like, okay, cool. Like you should try this. And no one wants a bar of it. Yeah. But then you do it.
Yeah, it depends on their competitive nature. And how they're trying to get out.
The girl from Shep, she's gone now, Georgia.
Yeah, so she's training at my old gym over in Perth. Yeah. And absolutely killer. She snatched, probably means nothing to you guys, snatched like 70 kilos the other day, which is like heavier than her body weight, which is, in CrossFit, it's pretty impressive to be able to do.
Yeah. Boulders. Yeah. Her shoulders are unreal. She is shredded as,
so she started
I don't really know her, of her, just of it, but watching her come up, man, she's fit as.
That's cool. Like, she kind of started just before I started the other gym when I first moved to Shep. Yeah. And then, she was going to move away from uni, ended up staying there and coaching and stuff. So, like, I got to train with her and a fair bit and, like, have a training partner and such. And then, when she up to move to Perth, I was like, well, you've met some of the guys over here when we went there and stuff. And, head to this place. It's going to turn you into a beast where I used to train. And then it worked. I'm like, all right, cool, you're fitter than me now. So, something's in the water in Legion. But, it's and like I said, it's addictive. And, like, all of a sudden, you speak about body image and stuff. At our gym, there's no mirrors. Not in the sense of like we don't want to look at each other. There's no use for them, you know. Yeah. So then all of a sudden, people who sign up at first who might want to either get a 6-pack or just look toned, after say a month, 2 months, that disappears because all of a sudden they go, no, you know what? I want to run 400 meters in under 2 minutes. I want to do 5 pull-ups. The thought process of what they look like disappears. Then all of a sudden they come in. That's cool. And 6 months later, they're like, when did I get a 6-pack? It's like,
I like it. And it's like how you said you don't push for sales and things. I think that would help you more so. Yeah. Because people are like, if sometimes when I'm doing, I don't know, whatever, going shopping or something, someone keeps coming, it's like, fuck off, all right, I'm going. Yeah. Like, the pushiness actually drives you away.
Definitely, yeah.
So, and the whole mirror thing, I didn't even realise you didn't have mirrors, but that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and
it's a great idea.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not like that's not like the mentality behind, but like there's just little things you kind of forget about that. But my biggest thing, like I didn't really enjoy going to like a 24-hour gym so much myself, just purely for the fact of if I want to go in with a plan of doing something, I want to do it. I don't have to go in there and go, okay, cool, bench is taken. All right, I'll do dumbbells instead. All the dumbbells are going to be like, all right, cool, I'm going to do this instead now. Whereas at least when you come into like a facility like ours, you know what you're going to get done. You can see it beforehand. Yeah. You know what you're going to get done. Yeah. Done. Yeah. Hour in, out.
And you need it because I just go to a regular gym and I sort of got slack with planning my session. Yep. And then Emma, my missus, got an app she paid for. Yep. And then I started using those plans and I was training so much better because I was going in knowing what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, like so you got a plan, you might go, okay, cool, I'm going to get this done in 2 hours. Yeah. And then sometimes you stay longer to get it done or you might not, but then you add it to your next list. You got, like I said, you got that plan and the accountability. So
that's cool.
I mean, so if you're in the gym, who cares what you're doing really?
Yeah, 100%.
Like 100%. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. So you said about moving, you were over in Perth.
Yeah.
So where you're originally from? Because I don't think I really saw your name until Nemesis popped up.
Yeah. So I'm a bit of an outcast to Shepparton. So long story short, I was born in Frankston down in the Mornington Peninsula.
Frankston boy.
Yeah. And then when I was about 20 odd, I was trying to put a timeline together. I think I was about 20. Moved over to Perth. My brother-in-law was in the Navy, so him and my sister have a couple of kids. Yeah. Sister was starting work, so I was like, I'll come over there, give a bit of a hand. Not really doing much, but you can go into work and stuff and I can be there to help out. Went there with a mate and traditional way, one person kind of liked it, the other person didn't really. He actually lives there now, but so he lasted about 3 months, wasn't for him. Me, I was the opposite. It was like I was on holiday all the time. Like, if you haven't been to Perth, it's such a beautiful place.
I know a few people over there.
Oh, man, like, when I first moved there too, winter was like, 17 was the coldest. It rained only at night, not when you woke up. It's right on the beach, pretty much everywhere you are, so it was sick. So I moved there, and then I didn't think I'd stay there for as long as I did, but I ended up being there for like 7 years, maybe 6 years, 7 years. Did a whole range of different things. Did a bit of FIFO towards the end just to do it and see if I enjoyed it, which I did, but goals changed, and then that's also when I got into CrossFit when I moved to Perth as well. So then moved here 3 years ago now, come up to nearly 4. To run a gym. Didn't know anyone here.
That was the only that was
it. So before I left Perth, I was going to look at opening a gym over there with one of my best mates.
Yeah.
And then his family run a cafe anyway. Turned out that they needed a bit more help with the cafe. So literally we went from, I was going to the bank to get the money, to he came over and he was like, we need to have a chat. This is what's happening. Left it all out on the line for me. I was like, cool, okay, I'm very much like on and off. Like, okay, cool, that can't happen. No stress. You focus on your family, cool. I'll sort something else out.
No point dwelling on it.
Just started looking over east because obviously my mum's here as well still. So I was like, well, it's a shorter drive if I live somewhere in Victoria. So I look for a job and just coming out of the mines, people love that because they know you're a hard worker and stuff. So getting a job wasn't too bad, but I was like, I kind of would like to get back into a gym, sort of coaching role. So I just did a bit of seek Googling and found a job here and started chatting to those guys there and had a phone call. They said, cool, like, where are you? I said, Perth. They're like, oh, well, it's not going to work. I was like, cool, I'll jump on a plane next week. I'll come over to you guys, do a couple of trials. If you like me, cool. If I like you, make it work. And then, pretty much I did like 3 or 4 days with them, both the gyms. And then, they're like, do you want to do it? And so went back to Perth, let everyone know. 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, moved over here.
Yeah. Nice.
And the rest is history, really.
Yeah.
So, and CrossFit isn't your only passion?
No. So, I mean, getting into CrossFit, I was originally doing combat sports. So I was fighting MMA first, and then moved over to Perth. They banned the cage in Victoria. So my coach was like, it's not safe here. If you can get stuff over in WA, go try out some cage fighting. So did that. All my fights kept falling through. So I was like, I'm sick of cutting weight. I need something else. Found CrossFit. Then slowly erased the MMA dream, I guess. But had a sick time doing that.
Yeah, right.
Moved over here, did that. Then just it was pretty pre-COVID. But I mean, I've always been kind of hands-on. Just started getting a bit more woodworking stuff by accident, I guess.
So everyone saw the coasters before.
Yeah. So whipped them up the other night. A bit of epoxy around there because that's a bit of a trend at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Bit of a thing. I really like the stuff you see with the people doing epoxy and
I love
it. Yeah, it's amazing.
What's your Instagram at for that?
Yeah, so that's Tareke Le Lievre Designs. I have to change it because no one can spell my name properly.
We're trying to figure out the name before.
In saying that though, we both deal with a lot of clients and how many times does they get your name wrong on emails or my name? It doesn't matter what your name is. People just get it wrong.
The good thing is, I guess, like people kind of, as soon as you say Tareke, they have a name for me, I guess, like whether it's pronounced wrong, but like it's good in a bad way, I suppose. But
so what sort of, what other things are you doing with your woodworking? Like say coasters, what else so
that was the first set of coasters that I've done. So all self-taught. I'm not a chippy, I'm not a furniture maker or anything like cool like that, but just I started with bar tops. So my partner Olivia, her dad was making a bar at home, and he was like, sent me a photo. He was like, "Do you reckon we could do this?" I found a slab. I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't look too hard." Started with that, and then from there, just pretty much rode the slippery coaster of just learning everything, working and stuff. And
definitely everyone jump on and suss the Insta.
Yeah, jump on the woodworking page, there's some real nice stuff there. And you're colourblind.
Yes, so doing colours is pretty interesting. So I guess it's good. Everything I do is custom. Besides, I dove down a stage of doing like toddler stools, so like helper stools and stuff, which is awesome because at one stage I was just doing like one every month or something like that. Yeah. Then COVID hit, and like I had like orders for like 10 or 12, and I was like, I had to try and obviously I'm a bit of a perfectionist too, so I was trying to do them all exactly the same, not having like an actual workshop to work out, no jigs or anything. So that was hard, but everything else is fully custom. So when I do like a coffee table with resin in it, someone would be like, "Oh, can I have that?" I'm like, I'd love to. Even if I wrote it down, I wouldn't be able to do it exactly the same because what I see is totally different.
Yeah, so don't request a colour.
Or try and come over and pick it out yourself and just tell me. Colourblind.
So by colourblind, how colourblind? Because someone, I forget who it is, a good friend of mine is colourblind, but it's just like between shades of green and red or blue or something like that.
Very similar. I don't know what one it is exactly. I think there's like 3 or 4 different names, but it's definitely shades. Like I don't see black and white. Like some people think, but like shades of, it could be like pinks and greys and greens and blues and all that sort of stuff. Nothing major. Well, I didn't think it was anything major. I only found out when I was going to go to the Defence Force. And then, jailed everything beforehand. Like they were stoked. Like I had this huge job shed because I wanted to go SAS. They're like, yeah, cool, everything's good. And then doing the colourblind test and failed hard. Had no idea at this point either.
Yeah, right.
And then basically big cross through the job list and gave me basically a storeman's job and said, that's what you can do. And I said, cool, catch you later.
Yeah.
And then
sticking around for that.
found out, it wasn't super bad. My colourblind, I did another test where you have to like move all the colours and put them in order.
Yeah.
Because I was working at an airport being an aircraft refueler. And couldn't be colourblind for that. So I had to kind of wing it through the book. I don't know if you've seen the colourblind book before.
No, I never seen
So
it.
basically, they do it in school sometimes. So there's like this, it's like a little cartoon book, but it's like a round pad of colours. They'll have like a number or a letter in the middle of the.
Oh, right. Actually,
the
I
book.
reckon I have seen.
So if you're not colourblind, you can see it clear as day, like a 4 in it. Whereas I'll look at it, and I'll see it for a quick second, what I think is a 4, but it might be a 3, and then it'll just disappear.
I have seen that actually.
That's how they can work out what type of colour blindness you have.
Yeah, right.
So then when they started doing all those tests to me, I was like, oh god, what's going on? But
did you say airline refueler? You've been around the tracks.
Yeah, I've done some jobs.
You've done some shit.
Oh yeah, so like, I mean, I dropped out of school. So back in my day, it was okay to drop out like year 10, but I dropped out like mid year 10.
How old are you now?
So I'm 30 now. Well, 29.3 quarters because COVID happened last year, so I didn't get it. 31 in October.
And already a professional gnocchi chef, I hear.
Oh yeah, I am actually.
Another thing you're really good at.
I wouldn't say I'm professional at it.
I've heard the rumours.
Yeah.
I've heard you pass as honorary Italian. So
Yeah.
that's pretty next level. If you're doing Italian standard gnocchi.
Yeah, well, then you're doing it in their house too. That's
shit, yeah.
First time I met Olivia's nonna and nonno, them bloody cooking beef ragu in the kitchen. They come over and they're speaking Italian, thinking that I'm Italian. I turn around, hey, young. They're like, what the?
Did you make up your own gnocchi board? And
No, not yet. I should because it's a messy job. But I don't know. It's kind of like other things, like I said, the woodworking and stuff. But I don't know, like you do something like that, and it's pretty relaxing. Like if you can pick it up, I guess. I can imagine you get pretty frustrated.
Italian cooking's fantastic. It's good for the soul when you do it.
Oh, it's cool. Like I did like full legit, like minced all the potatoes properly.
Nice.
But we only have like this small little one. So like picture me, I'm like hot potato, try and get it out, get 3 turns, got to empty it out. But yeah, gnocchi's my go-to dish with that. But yeah, unfortunately, I seem to jail anything I do cooking wise, but I can't remember what like I said, it's kind of like when I do the colours, I can't remember what I put in. It's just sort of like, I think that would be good. I taste it, I'm like, that tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
And Liv will be like, oh, what's in it? I'm like,
don't know.
I think it's got this. And and they're like, oh, because we want to make it again. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you. Like, no idea. Like,
it's better than me. I just can't cook for shit. I'll make some good ass burgers and that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, just wing it, man. That's pretty much like the story of my life to where I got to now. Hey, just
it sounds like it. Hey, but sometimes that's the best stories. I think.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, look, let life guide you, mate.
That's it. And I mean, prime example is exactly like getting here now. Come on, get up there.
I was gonna put you up, but you should get down.
You don't really know what you want to do. Yeah, because pretty much the same thing happened with Nemesis before we opened that. The place I was coaching out of just all of a sudden decided they were going to sell, and pretty much offered to me with basically 2 months to decide.
Yeah,
and I was like, well, you kind of know what I earn, so you know that I can't afford to buy it off you.
Yeah.
And then basically, long story short, they just shut the doors.
Yeah.
And then for me too, I was quite freshly here. I was still like, well, I'm just going to move back to Perth. But then I just got with Liv, so I was like, well, I can't bail on her now. That's a dick move. And then also too, we had all these members that I'd built a pretty good relationship because they were my friend group. Because I knew no one when I moved here. I was like, oh, it's a bit of a dog move, like just to like leave them with nothing. Because at the time there was no other CrossFit gyms around.
Yeah.
They'd all closed. Decided to stay on, and like I said,
it's weird how things happen.
Oh, definitely, man. Like same as with like the whole moving here in the first place. Like to be close with my mum, but then I probably see like now I see a bit more because we're not as crazy busy now. But like I wasn't seeing her as much as when I was living in Perth, you know, like at one stage, because I'm like, shit, like I'm sorry, mum, I'm too busy, like I can't come down.
Well, it's like what we said before we turned the mics on. You only just started before COVID.
Yeah.
If you've made it through COVID, especially somewhere like a gym that got hit pretty hard.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I think you've done very well.
Yeah, no, we're pretty lucky. Like, I mean, we're very dependent on our members, I suppose, because I mean, I see every single member. Like, we're not like a 24-hour gym where members can come in as they please. Like, you might not even meet half your members.
Yeah.
Whereas, not only do I meet them, I spend hours with them daily. You know, and all of them. So you sort of know them on that personal front. So when COVID hit, it worked in two ways. Like, they were obviously a really good support for us as well, because they could have just chosen to have the whole time off and not come and work out. Like, we're lucky enough that our gym's just got the space and that we own all the equipment to do whatever we want. So we were running classes pretty much as soon as we got the green light, or what we thought was a green light. It was so confusing what we could and couldn't do.
Yeah, and you have a good client base, man. You seem approachable. You seem like you care about the people that go there. You know, you want to give them that sort of personal touch. You don't want to be just, you know, you're over here and they're over there.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess too, like, speaking about like doing different things before, like I've been a member of a gym that had that, and then I've been a member of a gym and worked at gyms where they didn't care about that. It was just all dollar bills. That's all we care about. Their numbers. That's dollar bills. Let's make more numbers for more dollar bills. And, I think when you've been at both, you kind of know what you want. And yeah, like I said, we're not, like, the money is a good side of things, but that's not what's sort of driving us. That's not why we went like, oh, let's do a gym to make us heaps of money. Like, wrong gym to kind of do that, I suppose. Like, because you need to still be a people person, because you know, like, so you see them member every day. So if they walk in, you don't say good day to them. They can take that pretty personally.
Oh, 100%.
Because you know, there's only 15 other people maybe there, so it's like, well, you can say hello to them, but not to me. So which is good, because it keeps me on my toes all the time. Like, it's good because you never really get any downtime, and even if you do classes back to back, I can't have this huge energy for one class and then just be all tired and boring the next one. So it's kind of cool in that aspect, because, like I said, it keeps you on your toes,
keeps you going,
all the time. It's always different. So
my brother's girlfriend goes Bella Jaffa.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
So she's talked about it a bit. She gets wrecked, but
we'll have to,
I've been tempted, but.
Yeah, we'll have to get you down. Like, I was thinking on my way here, I'm like, we should do a session where, like, even if it's just 10 minutes, you come in and you do something, you're going to make me try and play Mario Kart. I should get you in there just to try something, and just, you know, so you see firsthand, especially if you've not done it.
I'll tell you what, if you beat my time on Mario Kart, I'll come down and you can put me through a session.
Yeah, sweet. Let's go. I like the wager.
We're done? Yeah, wager. All
right, done.
Done. All right, so it's time for King of the Track. King of the track.
Man, I've been so busy at work, I've made a board.
Oh, cool.
With the logo, so we've got a leaderboard.
Damn.
I flash it up with the top 3, but we're going to have heaps of people on.
Exactly.
So I'm making magnets so we can just slide them into place, but work's just been...
Was it Top Gear?
Yeah, that's
cool.
why I got it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, like the Stig.
You have to get a little Stig emblem then.
Yeah, 100%. So there will be a leaderboard coming. It's at work. It's half done. I've just been busy. But everyone's name will be on magnets, and we'll be able to slide it around.
No pressure on, but...
I know, right? Now I've got... Can I create fitness by driving fast? All right, let's do
Now,
it.
I just want to check, like, are we... I'm not in frame here. Are you going to taunt me while I do CrossFit? Because should I be taunting you while I do it?
Come on,
take the corner better. Take it better.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works, man. Like, will you hate yourself though if that gets me over the line by you doing that to me?
You're probably a little,
yeah.
I won't.
True.
Yeah, right.
You might G him up more.
Exactly. I'll be all pumped and I won't give this back.
Hop down there. Come on.
So let's go. Click the old A button, ready to rock and roll,
baby.
Hey, you got the questions.
Yep. Sort of.
You're not just racing.
Sort of
we're coming at you with the hot questions.
So what we're going to do, we're going to ask you some questions while we're doing this. So this is my way of taunting you. So
all right. Do I get time off if it's a question that I get an answer correct for? Does that take like a second?
No. There's no right or wrong.
This is just.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, better.
This is just a bit of a, so people can sort of, learn a little bit more about you and sort of, you don't get to think about your answers. So
yeah, right. Okay.
All right. So you tell me when you're ready to go.
I think I'm ready.
You got to do your countdown. You tell us 3, 2, 1, and we'll get you up.
He's just loading.
Here goes Tareke on King of the Track. Can he beat me and then smash me?
Can I make some fitness? I got King Gnocci to try and help me out.
Oh, King Gnocci.
I want to get kicked off.
I didn't know Gnocchi was royalty.
He is in hands of mine, man. All right, we're off. Let's go.
Right, let's go. All right. Favourite song?
Favourite song? I Love This Bar by Toby Keith.
Nice. Ooh. Palmy or Palmer?
Palmer.
Would you rather more time or more money?
Time.
Would you rather be able to speak to animals or speak all foreign languages?
All foreign languages? I don't want to know what my dog thinks of me.
Doesn't want to tell you nasty things.
Oh, no, because yeah.
Last meal on earth?
Be probably a ribeye steak.
Nice. So it'd be the gnocchi.
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Thanks for elaborating. Soccer or footy?
Like as in NRL, like proper football, or?
Oh, answer.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we'll take that.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Would going back in time be a superpower?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that. It's probably more of a sciences thing.
Or it's
Maybe
time
Doctor
travel.
Strange, like
Time
Doctor
travel.
Strange
Yeah,
power.
cool. All right, I'll take that.
Like it.
If you could be in the room with anyone in the world, who would it be?
Alive or dead?
Any.
My dad probably, who has passed away.
Respect.
Rest in peace.
Very
Yeah,
good.
respect. Great answer.
Pizza or pasta?
Oh, pizza.
Cool.
Not even your
Yeah,
gnocchi.
your famous gnocchi as
Jeez.
well.
Have you seen the pizzas in Shepparton?
You're stuck on an island. You can only take 3 things. What are you taking?
A boat.
Probably don't need much else. You won't be there long.
Don't accept that
yeah.
question to anyone else.
So a boat.
Yeah, boat. I'd need some weights, and depending on where we are, probably just like some sunscreen.
How you going? Are you very distracted there?
No, it's all good.
Could you
Oh,
not use
goodness
coconuts
me.
as dumbbells?
I could use coconuts as dumbbells. Yeah.
If you could be an animal, what would it be?
I think I would like to be a wolf.
Favorite childhood toy?
Bike.
LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan. Bulls. Michael Jordan.
Yeah. No, Washington Wizards.
No,
shit up
no,
in
go on, mate, go on.
Nah. Original recipe or zinger?
Zinger.
Yes.
You done?
Yeah, and I lost. So you don't have to come to the gym.
No, you didn't lose though. What is your time?
No,
It's
he's
time
racing
trial.
against the ghost.
Oh, he's racing against
my
it.
ghost.
Yeah, you scared the shit out of me. You came around the corner.
He's
What's
racing-
this guy?
He's
I'm
racing
kicked
against
off
my
the
ghost.
top 3.
You're nowhere. You're going to have to try and take a
Pissed off.
second go somewhere.
I reckon when we hit like episode 10, I get another chance.
Man, I'm still going to come.
Yeah, you should do a
I'm
call out
still gonna
system
come.
though. Like there you go. There's your call out system. You go, okay, if you beat me, I get another go, or
Yeah.
vice versa. Yep, cool.
I think that's gonna work.
I'm still
You
going to
took
come for a
photo of
session.
that.
Yep.
Thank you.
We should probably go for it.
We'll go do a session and maybe we can get some footage of it and show it.
Yep.
We'll put
Get a
some
bit more of an understanding that it's not just
Yeah.
all crazy pull-ups
Just-
and heavy weights.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Just
for sure.
beware of the cardio levels.
Yeah,
that-
I'm
that's
going to
what
do
I
some
do.
You all
ropes.
start
Ropes?
somewhere. No, I don't really do
The
that.
ropes CrossFit? No.
No, not really. That's not really
You're not-
functional, is it? You wouldn't really
Yeah, I guess
rip
so.
your way out of a fire. Bring the washing in like
You'd
that.
bring your boat in on the island.
Yeah, exactly. You reel it in.
Yeah, if you're on the island, man, you're bringing in them fishing lines. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
That was
it's
the
kinda
best
silly, yeah.
answer.
It was a great
Approach.
answer. It was a great
Like-
answer.
Nobody else has to answer that question anymore. That's the
So,
best.
what's the future for you, man? What's the future for you, and what's the future for
Yeah,
Nemesis?
well, I mean, who even knows now with COVID, with what came through, it's so hard to sort of plan that. And I guess I kind of need to. Like, I used to be really good at it, but since I guess owning the gym, you sort of don't allow enough time to sort of sit down and sort of think of what you should be doing. So just try and keep the cogs rolling and make sure you're staying on the forefront of all that. So, yeah, obviously just growth, I suppose. Just that's always a good thing. But just I guess it's more spreading the awareness of what good health and fitness does for you. So we're starting to sort of branch out into like schools and stuff like that. I'm training a few other like trainers of other gyms and stuff like on ollie lifting and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of what we built the facility for. Like we didn't want to be known as CrossFit. That's why the name as well. Like we went down the name of Nemesis Strength and Conditioning opposed to like CrossFit Nemesis.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Probably.
Yeah, and even the name choice, like I think everyone thinks it's like, oh, it's the arch enemy and all this sort of stuff. It's not really like when I saw the old school meaning of it, there's like 16th generation of Greek mythology or something. It was derived from a different spelling, but basically give what is due was translated back to
Right.
Nemesis,
That's where the name
and that's where our slogan basically
yeah.
came from.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things, kind of like when you know something's right, just as soon as I saw the name, I wanted something to know that if someone said Nemesis, they knew what they were talking about straight away. They didn't have to say, oh, you know, the strength of the gym. Like, people would know.
Yeah.
And like I said, then I had the slogan straight away. I was like, cool, like, that works in well. Like, give what is yours. Same as you come in, you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
You leave, you've done everything you can type thing. So,
Love it.
Yeah.
yeah, it worked in well. So, yeah, we built that to be, a training facility. So I'd love to get into, like, the footy clubs, netball clubs and all that sort of stuff as well. Have them come in.
Yeah.
Do pre-seasons. and
Yeah.
stuff.
I'd actually I'd assume that they'd already be doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
I would be if I was
like,
a coach
well,
at a club. I'd be
yeah, and that's
100%
and that's the thing.
doing
Even
CrossFit
I don't even need to have the like the guys come in or the girls come in from the teams. If they've got trainers already, I just want to train them. Just like say, I mean, you look at American football, right? And they're starting in like what is it, their high school. I don't know what they call it, but
Yeah.
that's when they're training, and it might be just knowledge, but then they're getting into their Olympic weightlifting, all the power output stuff, like the high intensity stuff. They're doing that, whereas AFL, you don't see that. AFL, now they're basically like trotters. Like, all you do is run. They're not built the same as what they used to be.
Yeah.
Whereas rugby now, they're starting to get into a bit more powerlifting and all that sort of stuff. See that a lot more.
Yeah.
I guess spreading the awareness of all that sort of thing and injury prevention. Like, there's so many other things that we actually do at the gym that people don't realise until you're there. Like, you know, like identifying why you've got a busted knee, okay, and making sure you don't do it again, especially netballers, like knees and ankles from like 16, and they're not doing anything properly to prevent all of that. That's huge, especially too because the sporting scene here is so huge. Like I said, in the footy and netball side of things, like it's huge. Like just to take advantage of that, and like I said, just train their strength conditioning coaches up and such, get them in instead. And if they want to run a session in with me with everyone, cool, we can do that, or we can come out to you. Like that's what's cool about what we've got. Like, and like I said, not being a franchise, we're not limited to being like, hey, can I take the rollers to so and so?
Yeah, you can do whenever you want.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they haven't jumped on it too. Back when I played soccer, I remember we had this like army dude come and we're running with a parachute and shit.
Yeah, like some old like crazy stuff.
Hey?
Yeah.
But that stuff, like, I thought they would jump on it.
Yeah, I guess the COVID, like I said, that sort of added a bit of fuel to the fire in that aspect.
Yeah.
Like they cancelled the season, all that sort of stuff, and then you couldn't train at the gym. Like I couldn't go train people either. Like, I mean, that might be like I ruffled a lot of feathers trying to get the gyms open. And like worked in one way with some things and not so great in other ways. But for that exact reason, so we can start doing, like, it was like people forgot that we're going to reopen. So if you're going to go to a football match and, you know, create money for the area to get people going, well, they need to be fit. Like at the moment, they're all just sitting down waiting for the call. Like you can't do anything. You can go for a run with one mate. You know, like, but that's the other thing. Like I offer an online programming. Like I program for a lot of people around the area who are like PTs and stuff, and so they can pinch different things, and that's how it should be. Like especially from where we came from, like where I came from in Perth anyway. One of my good friends, he started a thing called Perth Fit Fam, which was like connecting the whole fitness industry in WA.
Yeah.
I tried to do that as soon as I moved here. I tried to reach out to a couple of gyms. I wanted to train at different Globo gyms and just mix match and let everyone know what I do. I'll stick to my lane. I'm not looking to steal your members, but you could utilize this style training. I could show it at your gym, this, that, and the other. And then like I'd send people, because I don't need every member, like, because our gym's not suited for everyone, you know? And I want to refer to people to other places, whereas I want that in return though as well. Like if I'm referring you, you know, Jenny and John, who, you know, want a PT and I can't, well, I'll send you to X and Y. Whereas I'd see people trying to teach like lifting, I'm like, teaching them wrong, you're probably going to get injured. When you reach out to me, I can help you out first. Like, so that's in regards to like what's in the future, that's my kind of plan, is just trying to merge the fitness community, I suppose.
It's good.
But it's a touchy thing. Everyone's obviously in business, and it is the dog-eat-dog world style, but
it doesn't have to be. I think businesses can work together well and both grow, or like all grow.
Definitely, and like I said, you should have your niches for sure, and just be killer at that. Like I don't claim that I can, you know, PT the best person or get someone on stage for a bodybuilding contest, but I'll definitely make them lift more and correctly, and probably prevent some injuries. Like I can definitely claim that, because I know if you read the paper, you'd see it. Like we have girls who are having babies go and win CrossFit comps. You know, like I can make people fit. You know, But like I said, I'm not trying to be like, oh, people want to bodybuild. Oh, yeah, come. I can do that too. Like, and then do a shit. You know, like just be really awesome at what you can do. If you can't, pass it on to someone who else is really, really good. You know, like that's what I said. I love to see that slowly evolve. Like I know it's not a thing that happens overnight, but hopefully that's how I can sort of go. Like everyone whinges at how many gyms are in Shep. I don't have 5,000 members, so I don't have a percentage of. I think the last time I looked, it was 49,000 people. It's probably more now. Yeah. But you know, if every gym had a fraction of that, you know, that's not the case. You know, so there should be more gyms. Because obviously, what we're doing at the moment isn't bringing in the X and Y members who need to exercise. So the clientele's
I would
there.
have thought it would be a larger percentage.
Yeah, for sure. You'd think that for sure.
100%. I think, you know, the Golden Valley is pretty, like, because it's so sport based and everything, that fitness is a big thing in the area.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Yeah, but then, like I said, there's obviously aspects of where people are doing their sports already. Like you got like a pretty crazy sports aerobics here. We got, like I said, netball, footy, basketball, like
sports,
everything's huge.
Like it's pretty hectic. But
yeah.
and saying that, it's like council work with us to try and do that. Why is the Ath track locked up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
man, they make it so hard.
Like I live, like I said, I was from Frankston. We have an Ath track down there. That's not even locked.
Yeah,
like
it's
come on, like,
Frankston.
there's ways around. It's Frankston. Like people want to try and get on there, they can get on there, but it's no different to here. Like I just see that, like what a good facility. I'll run sessions out of there. Like if I have to hit council stuff for a permit, I'll do that. But it's like I can't send members there to just go run around the track, and it's like you've got this huge facility. Use it, or let us use it. It's
the council's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother conversation.
Had some fun with them. Yeah,
that's all right. Have you got any rider wear at home, mate? Or?
I don't have any rider wear. No.
Don't have any rider wear at home.
Did you enter the competition?
That's probably why.
All right, last.
We're gonna announce the winner. Yeah,
from Volume 2. We had Shanae Sali on. If people didn't see that,
good episode. Go check that.
Yeah. She's linked in with Riderwear. She does have a 10% off discount code, I believe. It was on the last episode. Otherwise, suss out Shanae on Instagram. So she kindly got us a $100 voucher from Riderwear, gym clothing, etc. We have 95 comments, so I'm going to click the little button on this app here, and it's going to give us a winner. Ooh, 8-second countdown.
Nothing more legit than a dodgy website.
Exactly. I'll come over and show it to the camera. So
make it legit, eh?
It better not rock up there as my
shit, man. Is that an energy drink?
It's not an energy drink.
I was going to say this time of night.
And by the way, we give it to the person that was tagged, not the tagger, because the whole idea of our competitions is
just so we're clear.
Tag a friend that you think deserves this prize.
Yes. Spread the love.
I don't know if this camera's going to get it, but Felicity Antoni, I believe, tagged Wogboy6999. Classic. Love the Instagram name. I don't know if you can read that.
That's a great handle.
But
that's a great handle.
We'll hit you up. Get yourself some gym gear, or your missus, or whoever. But thank you, Shanae and Riderwear, for donating that. That was great.
That's awesome. Maybe we can work something out with Tareke for the next one.
Oh yeah, for sure. We got heaps of stuff we can offer. Yeah. Like I said, if you're not a member, you can come on in. We can we've got an infrared sauna and stuff now, so it helps with recovery. So what we're thinking, we could do like a week pass through the gym. So you can come Monday through Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can have a sauna session whenever you want. You can come to any session you want, as many or as little as you want.
Yep.
We also offer mobility classes and weightlift specific classes, so you can come to those. So that's our platinum membership that we have.
Yep.
Which pretty much gives you hands on to everything that we offer.
Yeah,
awesome.
So you can have that, and then if you decide to sign up, we'll give you half price fundamentals, which is
nice.
Yeah, a little intro session to make sure you're happy to work out with us.
That is a big price.
That's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah. That's massive.
Thank you very much. That is a massive one.
So make sure you keep an eye on the page.
Yeah, I'll do another post like the last one. We won't do tag on the video.
Yeah.
I'll do another post with the Nemesis logo, our logo, etc. And you can tag a friend that you think needs to get fit.
Yeah.
I was going to say we're going to tag each other.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for some snippets, because me and Tareke's going to put me and Alistair through some rings.
Yeah, but that is a huge prize, man. I wasn't expecting that big. It's the whole week, infrared. Yeah. I want the infrared sauna. That is awesome.
And Coaster's best day ever.
Oh, yeah, right. I didn't think I'd get them ready in time, to be honest. But
good. And you got the colour we requested.
Yeah, exactly.
Green, man.
So
well done. Yeah, you did it well.
Suits the vibe. That prize is blowing my mind.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. I'll be tagging myself and Irene.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for coming in. We really appreciate it. That was a really good hangout, good chat.
Awesome. Yeah.
We hope everyone enjoyed that.
I don't know how long we went for, but
I haven't been in the CrossFit, but I'm definitely coming down for a session, man, just because of you as a person. And
thank you.
And people should go in there and check it out, because it's a nice vibe you give off, man. So
thanks. And like you said, it's not. Don't be intimidated by the.
And
you go at your own pace.
And like I said, don't take my word for like everyone who comes in. Generally, they're like, "Why didn't I start this earlier?" I did it when I started.
Yeah.
Like, God, I wish I started when I was like 18, 16, 18. Like, who knows where I'd be now? But there is no like. age is just a number, literally.
Yeah.
So if you have niggles as well, you can't squat. That's okay.
Yeah.
There's
I got
ways
niggles.
around.
I got niggles, man.
There are
I got
things-
niggles, man. Big time.
We can sort it all out. Don't be stressed. You can't do a pull up. Don't stress. Like
Niggles Carter, they call me.
And nice. Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, niggles
you
everywhere.
need to see me then.
That can be on your golf shirt.
Niggles Carter. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, come on down. Like I said, check it out. If you don't
Nemesis.
like it, you don't like it.
Well,
but
someone will be
yeah.
checking it out with that prize, man.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
And check out the woodwork. I'll put
check the
links.
woodwork. Please check it out because
Yeah.
whether you can see this on camera or not, peeps,
It's
this
sick.
is really nice. Like
Cool gift ideas too.
really good gift
Sure.
ideas, and
Well,
supporting local. So
Yeah. Well, I'll put the handles on for Instagram
you.
and
yeah,
things.
we'll put that up there. Put the info up. Tareke, thanks heaps, man.
No worries.
Love it.
Thanks for having me.
And that's volume 3.
Over and out.
Bye.
Peace.